Youth unemployment once again under the spotlight. This week, outgoing South African Communist Party Secretary-General Balde Nzimande says that the problem requires immediate attention. He was speaking at the organization's 15th Congress. But what exactly are the solutions to the joblessness among young people? Well, eNCA contributor Mpho Lakaje tries to find that out.
We do have the papers. It's not like we are not willing to do the work. We are. But there's no job to do. There's nothing.
Benjamin Letsualo is 25 years old with a degree in public management and governance from the University of Johannesburg. But it hasn't opened the door to a better life for him. His job hunting efforts have all been unsuccessful, and his family cannot support him financially. Disillusioned and desperate, he has taken up massaging to make ends meet.
Education is like a lift. It will get you from point A to B, but it won't open the door for you. I think now it is based on who do you know and where do they work.
Letsualo is part of the staggering statistic of around 65% of young South Africans aged 15 to 24 who are jobless. It's a situation economists have long described as a national disaster. Fingers are pointed at the country's poor basic education system, slow economic growth, and ineffective government employment programs.
They have initiatives. And number one, you'll find that the people that have political connections are first in line to take advantage of those things. And young people, everyday young people, are disconnected somewhere in the hood, and that's where they found. So there is that disconnect. They're not engaging enough with young people.
Our youth must also themselves act responsibly. When government does an imbizo, the president does a presidential imbizo in Mafikeng, and young people are called there, they need to go to that imbizo, understand what their government is doing, and then deposit their own ideas.
We have a weak state. We also have a corrupt state. Sometimes it's both. Incompetence and corruption. And I think a lot of people in government at all levels are much more interested in how they get rich than how they help the country become a better place for everybody.
Suggested solutions seem straightforward, but require comprehensive commitment from various sectors. Fix basic education, create more basic skills training opportunities, and incorporate more workplace experience into formal higher education curricula. And at the crux, address national economic growth as a matter of urgency.
We need much faster growth, and it means we have to make the hard choices on how to get faster growth. We need that growth to be more labor intensive.
Universities produce about 220,000 graduates a year, so it's a very significant number. And unless the economy is like growing and continues to absorb graduates, we are deeply concerned that if that doesn't happen, that might lead to graduate unemployment.
If the economy in and of itself, in its picture, does not show the image of young people in it, if you as a young person don't see yourself, whether it's through value systems or anything, you don't see yourself in the economy, and then you become an irritant in that particular environment. The policies we're building today, the people who are going to be recipients of it are people who are in grade 2 today. Those are going to be the irritants, because in 10 years' time they'll be 19. And they're going to be the irritants. And so if you're not thinking about the fact that what I'm building today is for the grade 2 person, you think you're building it for the one who's 19 today, you're always one season behind the irritation. And therefore, young people will never see themselves in the image of the economy.
Many young job seekers today are the first in their families to graduate from university. They carry the expectation of lifting entire households out of poverty. But they are becoming increasingly disillusioned, leading to growing concern about the huge toll this is placing on young people's mental health.
Right now I'm stuck and I don't know which ways or what to do, which way to go or what to do. I really don't know. It's frustrating sometimes. Sometimes you just want to be alone and think. And the moment you are alone and you start thinking a lot, you get depressed.
Mpho Lakaje, Johannesburg.